Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm continuing my 31 days of horror movie reviews, and we're coming to a close. We're almost done with this series, unfortunately, but we're still doing the Halloween movies because we're at the remake. Halloween, the remake, is a 2007 film that was written and directed by Rob Zombie. This is the unrated director's cut. The plot is, well, the beginning, the first half or so of the movie is the origin of Michael Myers. You see young Michael Myers at 10 years old, his home life, how terrible that was, how he went from killing animals to eventually killing people, the infamous night where he kills his sister and a couple others. He gets locked away. 15 years later, he breaks out to go after who else? His baby sister, Laurie Strode. So Dr. Loomis tries to stop him. Now, what I think of Rob Zombie's Halloween is, I don't hate this movie. I don't. And that might upset some people because I know there are Halloween fans who just detest this movie, loathe this movie, hate Rob Zombie for writing this and making this the way that he did. And this is one of the few films that I enjoy, that I can appreciate on some levels, but I also understand why people hate it. There are Rob Zombie isms in this film, and I get it, I do. Most people hate the fact that we got an origin on Michael and how he became evil or a killer. And I understand that too. He's a lot more interesting as just the shape, as somebody who just one day snapped and hasn't talked or been the same since, just straight killing machine. I get that, but let's not forget that the original series, they gave their own version of a backstory to Michael, and that wasn't much better. In fact, I think it was worse. So this at least tries to make him more of a person who did just go crazy, or yeah, he had a horrible living situation, sure. His mother's boyfriend was terrible. His sister didn't treat him all that well. He had all these bullies, just all these things that led to him killing animals and killing the bully in the woods, or killing his stepfather, slitting his throat, and all of that stuff on Halloween night. It's fucked up, but still, I can get into that psychology. I can get into trying to understand Michael. If that's what this movie's trying to do, then okay, I think it somewhat succeeded in that. And the young kid who plays Michael, I like a lot. He has his moments of looking innocent and sweet, and you want to be like, oh, there's still a nice kid there, but then no, he does these things that are really, really bad. The scenes of him in the hospital, where you see Malcolm McDowell as Sam Loomis, and I really like him as Sam Loomis. I know he's not Donald Pleasance, and his character, his Loomis, isn't as good as Donald Pleasance's Loomis. That's true, but he tried to do something different with it. He tried to be the hipper, almost fun guy. Like, you see the scenes of them in the hospital that we never saw from any other movie before, where he's trying to talk to young Michael, and young Michael, I can't tell if he really doesn't remember anything or if he's just saying that, trying to be innocent to get out. But when that doesn't work, you start to see him wearing masks, and you start to see Michael shut down and stop talking. They don't know what to do. And that's interesting to me. That's interesting to watch. Some of the most interesting parts of the movie is the stuff in the hospital. Sherry Moon Zombie as Michael's mother, I think, is great in the film. And Sherry Moon Zombie, she's been in a bunch of Rob Zombie's movies. She's his wife. It makes sense. And she's okay in the other movies. But this one, I just liked her character. I liked that she tried to be nurturing and tried to care for him and still be there for him even after he did what he did. And I always talk about this, the scene where Michael snaps again, kills the nurse, who probably kind of deserved it, sure. But he kills her. The mother runs in and takes the mask off of Michael, and he just freaks out and yells in her face, and she's taken aback and falls down crying like she can't believe what she's seeing her son become or turn into. It's an emotional scene. And after that, she kills herself. Like, it's horrible to watch what's happening to this family and these characters. So you jump ahead, and now young Michael has turned into Tyler Mane, who's huge. He's ginormous. He's the biggest Michael Myers we've ever seen. The stuff of him breaking out of the hospital, even killing Danny Trejo, who was good to him and nice to him. And that's a little sad, but he breaks out, he goes back to Haddonfield. That's where the movie pretty much is the original 1978 film, but just up to date and told through Rob Zombie's eyes. Lots of Fox, lots of cursing and swearing. Even Laurie Strode, who's played by Scout Taylor Compton. And you know what? I like her in this first movie. I do. I think look, it's not her fault what eventually happens to her, Laurie. And I even think in this movie, sure, people don't like that bagel joke that she does to her mom. And it is weird that she would do that in front of her mom. It is weird, but I get it. She's just a fun, playful person. She tried to give Laurie some character or some personality. And fine, cool. You see her with her friends. Annie, played by Danielle Harris, who I liked. It was cool to bring Jamie back from almost the original series, but now she's Annie. And the Linda character, of course, they're being sluts. And you have the moment where Michael does show up. And you see him in his mask. I think he looks scary. I think the mask looks good. And he's going after Laurie. I can watch this movie and I can enjoy it. I can sit back, see how the story is told differently, see a different perspective on the Michael Myers character. The moment at the end where Loomis can't stop him and Laurie Michael runs for the first time and tackles her off the ledge, and very bloody, very gruesome, very just craziness. I understand people who don't like it, but I can enjoy it. I can enjoy the remake of Halloween. Sorry to disappoint you if I do. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Rob Zombie's Halloween? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!